Boom, boom, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum. Mm, mm, mhm, 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 mhm. Mhm, 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 mhm. Mm, 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 mm. La da la da 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 dum. Mhm, mhm. Mm, 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 mm. Welcome to the comedic review of the House of Dragons season 3 finale. If you're new here, I am not a professional. I am not an expert. I did not read the books. I can't read. I don't know everybody's name. I don't know none of that stuff. If you want the serious review, you go down and visit with Charlie down Emergency Awesome. Heavy spoilers. Alt Shift X. If you just want to laugh, then I'm the person to be with. Because I'm just a nigga who love them dragons. Just a nigga who love them dragons. You feel me? Uh, Let me start off by saying it saddens me greatly that we won't have this show to talk about until the year our Lord and Savior 2028. 2028. And I get it, there's a lot of money and green screen and VFX and all that jazz, but 6 years for 3 seasons is crazy. And I'm just like, man, somebody's going to discover the show in 2028 and be able to binge all 3 seasons back to back. And I'm going to be jealous of that person because why you get to do that in 6 days and we done had to wait 6 years. The original Game of Thrones, because it wasn't dragon heavy, that show came out every year. Every year that show came out. And now it's common that shows take 2 years to come out, 3 years sometimes. But hey, there you go. House of Lagan. Mark G always got the good jokes. But at least we'll have Dunk and Egg next season. I mean, next year, I believe. Since they don't have Heavy Dragon, they don't got no budget for Dunk and Egg. They shot his battle through his helmet because they were like, we ain't got the bread for that. So yeah, anyway, that just sucks. But that was a finale. They gave us a great battle. They gave us dragon fights. They gave us accidental death and dismemberment. They gave us some classic stuff. But let's begin at the beginning. We kick off the episode with Rhaenyra, and we'll just focus on Rhaenyra now. Rhaenyra getting the worst news of her life. They said he has risen. First of all, let me let y'all know. Aegon is not Jesus. They talking about he has risen. He ain't the Lord. Jesus is risen. Jesus is real. I know the Lord is real to me. He's real. Aegon has risen. Rhaenyra probably peed down her leg. You see her face when they said Aegon's alive? She was like, nigga, what? She immediately sent her best eater to Pentos. She said, Masari, you ain't gonna eat this cat no more. Get your behind to Pentos. This cat belongs to Daemon. I was tripping. She was crying. She was like, Aegon's alive. I sent my best eater away. I'm having a terrible day. Who gonna eat this cat now? Because you don't want to fight and dragon and blood. Caraxes. What about Kikuchis? What about Kikuchis, Daemon? Because Masari, my best eater. She know you got to lick it before you sick it. You got to suck it a little bit. That's what they say. That's what they say. They say that woman on woman know how to do what you got to do now, David. You ramming. You just want to ram and ram. You don't want to touch down. You sent my best eater to Bravos. And Daemon was basically like, now girl, I done told you. He was trying to like give her confidence She crying and stuff. He ain't the one for that. He the one for violence, dragon fire, blood. He ain't the one to cry to. And Rhaenyra got herself together. She sent Mysaria away. Mysaria was like, dang, I'm tripping. Like, what have I done? What have I created? You lost. She chose Daemon sent you away. They was packing your room up. I don't know what they was doing in Mysaria's room already. I feel like they was already packing. Yeah, Daemon absolutely was like, lock in, twin. It's finna get real. Yeah, he was like, lock in. And you know what she does to lock in? Do you know what she immediately does? Let me go to church and tell the high septon to anoint me. Girl, who cares? Who cares? Daemon already told you the realm only recognizes strength. She said, nah, man, I need the high priest, the high septon to anoint me so the people knows real. Boy, don't nobody care. That man told you 5 episodes ago, we not doing it. So she went and put her little stuff on and her crown. She did her eye makeup different. Y'all see her? I don't know what that was, but she put that little stuff on the eye and she put the hoodie on and she put the crown over the hoodie and went to church and was like, anoint me now. And he was like, no. She was like, I got 6 dragons. And he was like, and I got 7 gods. What you finna do? Like, can you imagine her being like, before I go to church, let me touch this eye makeup up and let them know that I'm real. But she had that stuff on. Let me let you know. She got a fit off. The black and gray with the black leather underneath. I said, okay. With the crown and baby Joffrey, who don't know what's going on. First time we seen him out of the room, he got his little baby crown on. I done forgot she had that son. Let me tell you what, Joffrey not gonna make it. No matter what, he just not built to lead. Your mama set a terrible example. You're not finna do it. But she goes with baby Corlys, and she's like, high septon anoint me now. And he's like, I will do no such thing. And she's like, bet. I'm gonna kill you then. And she really had the black dude kill her. And let me back up. Before she went to church, she grabbed Baela's face, and I didn't like that. She was a white woman in that moment. I know they don't really discuss race. It's all just like dragon riders and names. But when you grab that black woman like this, after she had been the first one that told you about yourself, because you know what, Baela was right. You don't care about nobody. You just use people. You just wield them. And then you're going to snatch up that beautiful black baby, the Valerian. And you just going to go here. And it was white privilege. I didn't like it. It was like, you really need to be told about yourself because you don't know how to lead no people. You don't know how to inspire no people. You just tell people what to do. And enough. I'm talking about some insolent child. Oh my God. And first of all, Baela's dragon about big as I don't know Baela's dragon's name, but I think it's bigger than Rhaenyra's dragon. Like, you really don't want no smoke with her. You was like, you sent me on all these sorties and stuff, and my enemies got stronger. B, you could have went out there since you was big and bad. Baela was on that time. You big and bad, get up on Cyrax and do something. Yeah, big Karen Targaryen. And it rhymes. Because ain't nobody told you about yourself. Because your small council was scared of you because you got them dragons. And here's the problem with Rhaenyra right now. Aegon got the story. And listen, if you want to sit upon the Iron Throne, if you want to be in power in really anything, you got to have a good story. And Aegon rising from the dead, dragon rising from the dead, he got the Aegon going viral on Twitter in the realm. Aegon got the burner account going crazy. Like, he really got up. Let me tell you what, I laughed out loud when Aegon met up with Aemond and smacked him.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
That I'm alive.
I'm alive.
That I'm alive. Cracked. I'm alive. I don't know if that was meant to be funny. Boy, he smacked fire out of that boy and said, I'm alive. Let me listen to it one more time. Smack fire out that boy.
I'm alive. Imbecile.
As you can see, I am not dead. I'm alive. He's too funny. But the worst part is, Aegon got his swagger back. Even though his legs ain't strong, he still walk with a limp, but he ain't whatever Aemon thought. All that when you kill me that time, that old Aegon is dead. That scared Aegon is dead. He's like, fight me. No, he ain't got no hands for Aemon, but he don't really need him because Aemon ain't really himself no more. He got no dragon. Also, hot topic girl, Alice Rivers is 100 years old. She's like the red priestess. She's been cursed to serve people who live at Harrenhal. If I got that part of the story correct, she was like, bro, I've been working at Hot Topic for 100 years. He was like, dang girl, I'll marry you. That's what you got out of that? Nah, Aegon. Why do I think Aegon didn't train? Because he was about them hoes. But yeah, you say that often. I don't get it. I say what often? Hot Topic girl? Because Alice Rivers looks like she works at Hot Topic. You ever been to Hot Topic? Every employee looked like Alice Rivers. Dude, Hot Topic, where they sell them graphic tees and anime stuff. The Halloween store bought Hot Topic? Hell no. How the Halloween store got all that money? They got low overhead. They only be working like 3-4 months out of the year, and they buy up a place that ain't have low rent. Dang. But yeah, that's why I call her Hot Topic. But anyway, Aegon has brought Aemon back into the fold. He's like, we need to find Vhagar. Where the hell is Vhagar? The dragon is a 747. No, you hold on. Get out of here if you ain't finished, Mike. You know you ain't supposed to be clicking on this. Get up out of here, Mike. You know it is. This is for the niggas who was watching on time. Ain't nobody waiting for you in the realm. This is the niggas in the realm. But anyway, yeah. Ulf is, I'm talking about Ulf next. Vhagar is missing. Aemon about to find him, I guess, at the beginning of season 3. And Aegon is going to unite his supporters. And I wonder what his first step will be. Like, where do you even like go to set up camp? King's Landing's gone. They haven't really introduced Dragon. Oh no, Rhaenyra left Dragonstone. I don't know if she left anybody at Dragonstone. I guess he could meet up with Old Town with Darren the Daring, but he can't because Darren the Daring done said he was king. And Aegon's like, I got to kill my brother. So now I'm like, where you going to set up camp at? Now that is funny. Vhagar on vacation. Imagine if Vhagar on a beach somewhere in Pentos with a Mai Tai is just funny as crap. Why did Vhagar leave, do you think? Because he wasn't feeling Aemon right now? Like, where did Vhagar go? Hey, Vhagar ain't been seen. They did all them fly arounds. Vhagar is vanished. Oh, y'all funny tonight. Vhagar has PTO. She is old. Vhagar, some of it were some soaking in some Epsom salt. But anyway, they find Ulf in a bar talking trash, and he really where he belongs in the bar. And it's like Ulf's whole thing this episode was great because he really in the bar, he really is can't get right. Right. And Daemon and Team Black has no idea Ulf has defected. He got a man, the dragons out there, they can't find Ulf. He's just assuming Ulf is supposed to be somewhere. Ormond is more pressed for Ulf. And when they search for Ulf during the battle and they can't find him. And Ulf fell asleep taking a dump, and then Ormond threw up. Man, I laughed out loud. Because Ormond, you really just can't be nose sensitive McGee in this world because things stink. And also, how you so drunk you just was there. He was on that Tywin Lannister. Tywin was awake though. And when Ormond smacked Ulf and kicked him, I said, all right, you done did it now. You done did it now. Ulf didn't even get a chance to wipe. He was up on that. He was up on that commode. Ormond really ain't built for war. He ain't really built for nothing. So I'm going out of order. I got my notes, but I'm just going out of order. But Ulf getting on that dragon and immediately doing what he's supposed to do, which is turn against Daemon and them, and then being like, now you know what? If you two, and personally burning Ormond to death. Ormond was already finna die because Roddy the Ruin, the dude from Sons of Anarchy, put hands on him. Also, Ormond, you really ain't built for this life because you cut that nigga arm off and he still stabbed you with his left hand. He was like, I'm about to die anyway, but I'm gonna tell you what, you gonna die too. And that man had one arm and stabbed you, and Ulf was like, I'm drunk and I hate them, but I hate you too. And he found you personally. And the juxtaposition of Roddy the Ruin, Sir Roderick being like, like he ready to die. And Ormond being like, nah, it stinks. Ormond was like, man, the dragon fire probably stinks. And when Ulf said Dracarys and then burnt that man, I said, oh my God, can't get right a dragon. Yeah, God, I forgot about this. That is too funny, man, because you would assume they wouldn't kill no kids, but you would be wrong. That man saw that kid was like, he was like, see, I said, come on, man. You can't kill the baby. They was really out here killing children. Oh, snap. And Daemon, too. Daemon had them two kids who were standing in front of the door, and he was like, Dracarys. Just war crimes being committed, man. Like, why y'all killing kids? It just goes to show you that war ain't pretty. You're gonna have to do what you gonna do. Yeah, that little kid hit him in the calf. He did tell him to move. He hit him in the calf, and then he was like, I got to kill you. I'm finna die today. So I'm going to kill you. Them kids stood in front of that door. Daemon burnt that kid. I said, "Dawg, man, this is crazy." And the whole point of this battle is like, bro, this whole thing is trash. There are no winners, only losers. I got to see how Ulf dies because you just can't be burning up both sides. He don't know how to fight. He probably realized y'all both gonna disrespect me and ain't no castle for me. Y'all not gonna let me go to the bar. You're not gonna let me be on these hoes. Fine then. I'm burning both people. What's up? Let me go back. Helaena. Rest in peace to my tender heart. She was too kind for this world. She ain't want that mutton and chicken. They were like, you got to eat, girl. She was like, man, nah, I'm finna be sewing my little tapestry. And thank you for the $4.99. Appreciate you. Oh, dang, I can't get to your comment. Somebody, the person who gave 49, I can't highlight your comment, but it said, Kev, Corliss, when Corliss saw Ulf on that dragon, he took off the handcuffs. He did. But Rhaenyra tries to force Helaena to eat. She's like, nah. She's on a 23-1 solitary confinement. Her little 1 hour in the yard ain't enough. And I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't know she was gonna take the Tommen route this episode. Cause she had her vision of her on the dragon, but last week y'all was like, boy, she ain't finna be on no dragon. So y'all were right about that. But she said, hold on, what did she tell Rhaenyra? You think life is nothing more than not being dead. And once she told Rhaenyra that, I should have known. She said, I'm not finna do this. My mom is gone. My husband, brother's gone. He sucks anyway. You gonna either kill my kid, hurt my kid, keep me in prison. Like, no matter what happens, whether you win, Aegon wins, Aemon wins, Darren wins, I'm gonna be in prison. I ain't gonna have no time outside. How about this? She knitted her little suicide note and she jumped out that window, and them little butterflies in the sky. Helaena fell twice as high. And she took a look. It was in a book and it was Reading Rainbow. Oh, yeah. Now that was funny. Helaena did tell her, your hair isn't that cute. Your looks ain't going to get you paid. You look dusty. Everything. She said, man, there's this beautiful turtle thing out here in the sun. And Rhaenyra was like, yeah, man. When the summer's over, let's go see it. And Helaena was like, you don't care. You just pretended. You don't know nothing beautiful. Everything you like is ugly. All you like is ugly. This castle's ugly, and you ugly. You ugly. And Rhaenyra was like, tell me some more of them dreams. She didn't really say it, but I feel like everybody was telling Rhaenyra to her face. She said, yeah, that girl, Baela told her to her face, you don't love nobody. And Helaena told her that you're ugly and your dad wouldn't be proud of you. And I don't care. I'm finna be dead anyway. And she died, man. And when Helena's Rhaenyra was looking at Helena's tapestry thing, she scrolled back to a few of her earlier Instagram posts, and she saw that Rhaenyra was on that bloody iron throne. And don't nobody know that every time she sit down, she's bleeding McBleederson. And everybody's coming for Rhaenyra. She's standing there with the sword, and you're all bloody because you went through them posts. Because you know that her Instagram was in chronological order. She didn't have no other posts, and she was on here by herself, and she was bleeding McBleederson, and then you know that she's a dreamer. She had a dream, man. That windowsill, boy. Them people. I don't know why they call it the Red Keep, because it don't keep nobody alive. And people be jumping out that window. Tommen's was worse. Tommen was like, well, dude, he didn't even pause. The way Tommen jumped out of that window, I said, God, dog. And I feel like this is all we were asking for Daenerys Targaryen. If you gonna descend into madness, paranoia, take the time and get there. That was my big problem with how Game of Thrones ended. I don't got no problem with Daenerys going mad. But you gotta take the time to show she's fearful. She don't trust nobody. She ain't got nobody in her corner. The High Septon don't want her. Daemon and Messiah are going there. Nobody respects her. Okay, well, like, okay, now who do I trust? Okay, I don't trust nobody. She just was like, I'm the breaker of chains, breaker of chains, breaker of chains. All she ever said. And then she sat up on the dragon in King's Landing and then was like, I'm gonna burn everybody. Yeah. Just like a white woman, she gonna get the black man to do her bidding. And that's why I think that was my two biggest problems. Three biggest problems with the way season 8 ended. Four biggest problems. One, Daenerys, we did not see her descend in. There was no character work to show why she would all of a sudden kill innocent people. She had never done nothing like that. Tyrion, who was smart as a wit, probably the smartest in the room, all of a sudden just forgetting things and not knowing things. All he was is, I drink and I know things. Varys getting straight up caught, as smart as he was. Like Littlefinger getting caught was okay because Bran had done some magic and Littlefinger couldn't anticipate that. And Sansa was smarter than he thought. And he just failed at turning them against each other. So that makes sense. But Varys and Tyrion, that was just they were not dumb. And then Bran becoming king, talking about, oh, you think I came all the way down here? And I know they thought that was dumb because they did a video on the actors and they were like, we didn't think that didn't make no sense to us. So I knew we weren't crazy. So anyway, let me go back to Ormond. Ormond getting killed brought me so much joy because he didn't really have hands for real. Like he was out there a little bit. Daemon looking for him and him running into hold on, I wrote that dude's name down. John Ruxton, your old boy with the bowl cut. Hey, he had hands across America. Daemon, low-key, Daemon better be lucky that Ulf was saying Dracarys all the time. Because if he hadn't knocked that stuff down, I don't know, Daemon. That big white boy was from Wisconsin. You know all them corn-fed white boy, big MAGA, them people you need on your offensive line if you want to have an SEC football team that has a chance for a national championship. Believe how you want to believe politically. But if you don't have no corn-fed white boys who idolize Trump on your offensive line in college, you don't have a chance to win. You got to have a corn-fed boy who low-key can't wait to go visit the White House on your offensive line. And that's who Daemon was fighting. Daemon was fighting a 5-star recruit who got offers from Alabama, Texas, and Georgia. He played left tackle, and he was with all the smoke. He was tossing Daemon around into them bricks. Yes, that boy played center at Iowa. He might have been a tight end at Iowa. Straight corn-fed and racism. You got to have them corn-fed racist white boys. If they're not listening to Morgan Wallen, y'all finna lose. You can't have no people who like Joe Biden, white offensive linemen. That is Notre Dame. Billy Bob Ruxton. He was throwing Daemon around like a rag doll. That man was finna kill Daemon Targaryen. Let me tell you what was the funniest thing of the episode outside of Aegon saying, I'm alive. Sir Gawain trying to treat with Daemon and being like, all right, here go Corlys. You can have him. Let Darren just be the king of the Reach. Corlys was like, yeah, let him be the ward of the Reach. No, I actually said king. Yeah, ward, man. You ain't finna be king. That man talking to Daemon and being like, we giving you Corlys, just let Darren be the king of this little thing. Do you really want that or a whole bunch of dead bodies? And Daemon was like, boy, I want dead bodies. Do you remember when Cersei said, I choose violence? Daemon was like, oh, why would you? Do you even know, Daemon? What you talking about? Do you really want a mountain of dead bodies? Absolutely. Darren gonna be one of them. I wouldn't have nothing more than to leave here with a mountain of dead bodies, and I don't even care if I'm one of them. Daemon really don't care if he died. You remember when Daemon, when they couldn't root out the crab dude in season 1, and the dragons weren't working because they was hiding under the rocks, and then Daemon was like 1-on-1, I'm gonna kill everybody. He was like, I don't care if I die. He won V1'd all them people himself in I believe it was season 1. He don't care. I choose violence. Rhaenyra's yes. Bodies, 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 bodies. Daemon Targaryen, I finally got let off the leash. Yes, I'm killing people. I'm surprised he didn't kill Sir Gawain. Right there. Yeah, Corlys, he seen it in them eyes. He was like, brother, no, this ain't gonna work. He choked Gawain out, tossed him on the ground. Gawain ran back, talked to Darren Targaryen. Darren, he don't know what to do. He trying to mount Tessarion. And Gawain's like, bro, ain't no reason to die like that. And now I'm kind of curious of like who gonna head up Old Town now that Ormond's dead. Is it? I guess Gawain probably is. Gawain got to be the highest ranking person. Smart wise, I mean Darren is the king, but with Gawain, Darren, and John Ruxton. And are they gonna be back in alliance with I assume Aegon go try to bring them back in the fold, I imagine. Yeah, he sure did. He did imprison Corlys for even thinking about that. He said, man, I didn't consider you a craven. I had to look that up. So yeah, I feel like Darren the Daring with Gawain at the helm. The thing is, they not as cunning as Ormond. Ormond was cunning, but they might not need to be. I'm trying to think of what the dragon disposition is. Helena's gone, so that dragon is riderless. Sheepstealer, rest in peace. He ain't dead, but they did my boy dirty. Ulf is out. And Hugh the Hammer's wife died. He didn't even have the dragon. So I'm feeling like Hugh Hammer's gonna be like, man, watch out. This whole thing is dumb. Like I feel like he ain't gonna be with it for real. Cat is dead. Hugh gonna be sad. Like, what do you got the dragon and you on some Thanos time? Like, at what cost? You got no wife, you got no kid, you got no house, you got a dragon. Like, I would be blaming Rhaenyra for all that if I was you. I'd be like, girl, you done cost me everything and I've gained nothing. And the whole thing I'm fighting for, my wife, is gone. This is dumb now. Also, I just want to say, Ormond had on a dumb helmet. I'm glad he died. Ormond had on the stupidest helmet ever. Nah, you think Sheepstealer coming? I feel like Sheepstealer, he gonna be hurt. I don't know. It could be 2 years. I can imagine Hugh turning on them. He has to. I got to take my anger out on somebody. He was fighting with an axe. It's over with. I think what I like the most about this season, this is just a war of attrition. The battle of the gullet, there was no winner. This battle of Tumbleton, there's no winner. There's just no winners. But I think Rhaenyra, she's gonna lose the most. If the way things are going, I feel like killing the High Stepton is going to backfire on her. She already was losing the people. She lost Ulf and Hugh Hammer. I'm guessing. Well, she lost Ulf for sure. Hugh Hamner is probably off the board too, and then Vhagar and Aegon are back, and I feel like she don't trust nobody but Daemon, and obviously Daemon's gonna keep fighting. Eventually, you keep fighting, you gonna die. And with no Daemon, I imagine she's just like she's just running a bad campaign right now. I'm so sorry. Rhaenyra is not. She was up 28-3. Actually, she was never even up 28-3. Rhaenyra is just. I don't know, man. I just wanted her to do better. But she ain't really doing better. Dang. Nobody wins with a family feud. Rhaenyra, you had a bad season. I feel like it's going to get worse. Your conscience in Massaria and your best eater is gone. I just feel like it's kind of up for you. Aegon's going to have, if the great houses have been out, if they were to come in, they got to come in. I feel like they going to come in against you. For some people who believe in signs from the gods, Aegon going to have the sign from the gods, and she's broke. Yeah. Gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard road for you. It's gonna be a hard road for you. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I gotta go wash the dishes. God bless y'all. It was great hanging out with y'all. I guess we'll be back for Dunk and Egg next season. God bless y'all.